get on board. I've had nothing but good, positive comments from folks about how much cleaner their neighborhood is. You know, they don't have the trash blowing around. They don't have the recyclables blowing around from those little blue containers. You know, I urge people to continue using the big roll-around totes for your recyclables. I still see some people that are holding out there with using the little blue box. Folks, the reason we went to these other totes is to get rid of those blue containers. They're too small, they're inadequate, they're not covered. If you put your trash out and we get a windy day, you know where those recyclables end up, all over your street. So let's, we need to get together here. We need to work a little harder at doing what we're supposed to be doing now.
Well, the nice thing about the new rollaways is you don't have to kind of store the recyclables until recyclable day. You can just toss them right in that, and then holds them until you just wheel the whole bin out at the end of the
Absolutely, bin. That's what we do in my house. You got a cereal box, a couple of cans. They're sitting on the kitchen table. You grab them, go outside, flip the can up, throw it in there. And it can't be any easier. Simple, yeah. And as far as the containers themselves, I'm sorry, I used to lug the garbage cans from the back of the house all the way out to Camp Street when I was a kid. It was 35 yards from the back of the house to the alley. I measured it one time because we were playing football in the backyard, and that's how I know that. And I used to have to, haul those cans all the way out to the alley, 4 or 5 cans a week, because we had a big family, plus the tenants next door. I don't know why I had to haul their cans out to the street, but that was my job.
I was going to say, Dad told you to do it, right?
Yeah, Dad told me to do it.
So you did it.
So we did it, and my God, I would have loved to have wheels on those things. How much easier that would have been just to wheel it out to the curb, and then, of course, wheel it back at the end of the day. And that brings us to another interesting point, Bob. We have a handful of people out there in the community that can't seem to get a hold of their empty trash containers and put them back up by their house. They're leaving them out in the streets for 3, 4, 5 days. It's uncalled for. There's absolutely no reason why. You come home from work, grab the can, roll it back up to the house. Can't make it any easier for you. If you continue to leave them out by the curb, you're going to get fined. Simple as that.
And one thing about the recycling container, if you have a question on what goes in the recycling container, right on the lid is a picture and all the different things that you have broken down.
And there's also a phone
exactly
number, Bob. I've seen some people on Facebook, oh, what do I do with this? What do I do with that? Folks, please look at the cover of your recycling container. It has the phone number right on there. And if you don't get any satisfaction from that phone number, call City Hall, and we will try to point you in the right direction. But the information is right there.
It's all right
and
there.
Not to mention the fact that we gave, each and every one of those bins had a packet of information in it when we delivered it. Some of which, folks could have posted on the refrigerator, posted on their bulletin board in their house, so that they have that information. We're trying. People are always saying we don't know. Well, we've inundated people with information, and they're just not making the effort. And it's a small 10% of the population, Bob. I'm very proud of the majority of people in the city of Rome have really latched onto this program. They're doing an outstanding job. The neighborhoods look so much nicer, so much better, and the system itself is saving money. And that's what we're trying to do in this day and age. We still want to provide the service. We don't want to eliminate the service, so we've got to figure out a way to make the service run cheaper, and we're doing it. And if people recycle and people do what they're supposed to do, it's going to work.
Yeah, the bottom line is the bottom line, and that's what matters.
Absolutely.
Mayor, before we let you go, I know you got some upcoming events you wanted to talk about before we kind of shuffle you off down to the breakfast.
Yes, absolutely. The Martin Luther King breakfast at the Zion Episcopal Church this morning. The griddle, the folks from the Kiwanis Club are firing up the griddles as we speak. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to all the folks that helped put on the Curtis Ross benefit over the weekend at the Stamix Men's Club. Fantastic turnout. It was great. Very heartwarming to see how many people came out and supported Kurt. He's a hard-working kid. I've known him, since he was a kid in the neighborhood. Very hard worker. He's had a bit of tough luck with a cancer issue, and he's been fighting it very hard. His family is fighting it with him, and it was just so nice to see the hundreds of people that turned out to say, "Hey, Kurt, we're here with you. We're there for you." And that's really what you're saying. It's kind of hard because you don't know what to say But by being there, you're saying, I'm here for you.
Exactly.
And I'm supporting you, and what else can I do for you, you know? So I'm very glad to have been a part of that, and very excited to see how my community turns out when folks are in need.
Amazing.
And need help.
A lot of people in Rome, the whole area is really known for having a big heart and a helping hand.
Yep, absolutely. And we have some other things coming up. The Alzheimer's early stage care at the Rome Memorial Hospital. It's an informational program that they have coming up at 5 o'clock on January 22nd. For more information, you can call the hospital. Also on Saturday, January 24th, we've got a rock and skate at our Kennedy Arena. 6:30, admission is $5, and it's open to all ages. And it gives you a chance to come on out, do a little skating. We've improved the sound system at the arena. It's much more clear and enjoyable. We also have, of course, we have the video games in the front room, and all kinds of, we have an excellent snack bar with all kinds of goodies. So I encourage people to come out and utilize our Kennedy Arena. Again, that's Saturday, January 24th. Also, we have Monday, January 22nd, or 26th, I'm sorry, is the Heart Run and Walk pre-registration at AmeriQ Credit Union, and up at the Griffiths Business and Technology Park. And it's sponsored by the American Heart Association, and for more information, you can call 580-3956. That's 580-3956, and that's a pre-registration for the Heart Run and Walk. Another great event that's well attended, and again, it's for a great cause. Great event for an even greater cause, and I really hope that folks can come out and participate.